launching a brand new music festival downtown.
Oh, do tell about this music festival. I heard about this.
I've never done this. I didn't even know what a podcast was.
Hey, everybody. I'm Chad Taylor with the Vegas Podcast, and today we are here with Michael Printy. And if you don't know who Michael Printy is, you're probably the only person in Vegas that doesn't. But today you're gonna get to meet him. So, Michael, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. This is wonderful.
Please tell me you were kidding me when you didn't say you knew what a podcast was.
No, I was not kidding you. I did not know what a podcast was. So when you called me and said, hey, let's do this podcast, I was like, great. What's a podcast? So thank you for explaining to me what a podcast is.
So I called you down and I wanted to have you on here, number one, because you're like one of the most likable guys in town. And if there was ever going to be another mayor, I hope I don't offend anybody, but I know you're well on your way. And at least if you aren't, I'm running your campaign when you get there.
All right, let's do it.
All right, perfect. So first question, tell me who you are. Like, who's Michael Printy? Where are you from? How'd you get here?
Man, I always loved Las Vegas. Las Vegas as a little kid, we would come out here and visit. All the time. Every year we'd come visit, stayed at Circus. I spent more money on the Midway than my mother did in the slot machines downstairs. But always fell in love with Vegas. And as soon as I was able to turn 21, I moved out here.
Really?
So Vegas was always a place I wanted to be. And I just love the lights. I love the action. And I wanted to be somebody that I wanted to be the person that changed all the light bulbs because I hate light bulbs being out. But then I realized you had to learn neon. And I don't know neon, so I foregoed that dream.
Forego the dream. So you didn't go into neon. That's actually an awesome story. Where'd you come from? Where's hometown?
Texas. Grew up small town Texas, a little town called New Braunfels. It's not as little anymore. It was at one time was home to the world's largest water park, Schlitterbahn.
Schlitterbahn.
And it's German for slippery road. But it was over 86-acre water parks right on the banks of the river, and it was actually a natural water park. There was
like an aquifer, a natural spring.
The water came right in off of the river, ran all the rides, and then went right back into the river. So it was really cool. So we'd have season passes every year there. And
do you have season passes to Wet and Wild in Cowabunga Bay here?
I do not.
All right, we'll talk to Shane. We'll make sure we figure that out. He's got 2 great properties here in town that are fantastic. So you didn't end up in neon?
I did not.
So you came to Vegas.
21, told my mom, moving to Vegas. She's like, I knew it. I knew you'd be there one day, so here I am.
So here you are. So you get here. What do you decide you're going to do when you're here?
Had not a clue. I moved out here working in property management. Didn't know what to do, just knew I wanted to be in Vegas.
Okay.
Moved out here and ended up working in property management, moved around a little bit, and funny enough, I fell into the hospitality world, and
welcome.
Couldn't have been happier. So thank you very much. Glad to be in it. So
how many years in hospitality now?
God, it's been 23 years now in hospitality.
23 years in hospitality.
So brand new. Still kind of getting my feet wet in it. So
okay. so that blows my mind, because the Michael Printy I know runs hospitality in this town. As far as I don't know anybody that doesn't know who you are, and I've been here for 28 years, and I've only known you for the last 4. And when I met you, I thought to myself, how have I never met him, number one? And I wish I would have met him sooner, because you like to have fun.
I love to have a good time. Life's all about having fun. So,
So to fun, tell me, what do you do now for work?
I actually work downtown. I work for Derek Stevens. He has a couple of properties down on Fremont Street. We have Circa Resort and Casino, the D Las Vegas, and the Golden Gate Hotel and Casino. And then we also own the Downtown Las Vegas Event Center, which is an open-air entertainment venue.
That's right. I do remember that, an entertainment center. I forgot that you guys did that.
Yeah.
And the Golden Gate, isn't that the original casino?
Golden Gate is the very first, 1906.
Isn't there a hidden waterfall behind that?
There is. There's a fountain. We're redoing it. We tore out some walls, and we found a fountain, part of the original wall back there. It's really cool. Go down to the basement. Oh, it's interesting property.
Are you going to turn it into a photo op?
Yeah. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah.
It is. Okay.
Oh, yeah. It is. It's already there, so you can go back and check it out. So.
Okay. Awesome.
Very first telephone was there as well.
So for Derek Stevens, so for those properties and your teams down there, what do you do for the properties specifically?
I am a director of operations.
Give me a little bit about what a day looks like for you.
All across the board. It's great though. We have a lot of fun. I handle all the basically front operations, hotel concierge, as well as everything, design maintenance. So make sure the property's looking. We like to make sure the property looks like we opened yesterday. So if there's something that needs to be fixed, there's something to repair, there's a light bulb out. My specialty, I hate light bulbs being out. Make sure that gets fixed. Make sure things are just as they should be, to make sure that we welcome the guest and make sure they have the best experience as possible.
So maybe that is why you and I hit it off and get along quite well. Like, my title at the lake, my day job at the lake properties is guest experience. So we do run similar vein.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right? Like, it's that experience when the customer first shows up, how they, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression.
100%.
And I did notice that your property is 21 and over too.
We are. Circa is 21 and over. We do have the other two properties, the D Las Vegas and the Golden Gate, are not 21, but we decided to make that 21 and up for several reasons. It actually, believe it or not, speeds up the service. So as soon as you're on the property, as you walk through those doors, you don't have to get carded at any of the bars, any of the tables, anywhere. You're not questioned. The only time is if you're using a credit card, they double check to make sure the credit card is good. But other than that, the property, when you sit down at a table, other casinos, you sit down, do you have your ID? We don't have to worry about that. So
that makes a lot of sense. If you want an expedited casino experience, run to Circa.
Also, there's no strollers, there's no kids, there's no strollers, there's no kids, there's no strollers, and there's no kids. I can't tell you how many times I've been run over by strollers on Fremont Street. No strollers and no kids.
That's true.
But no, a lot of people said when we first did it, people said, why are you doing this? It twerked a couple of people off, and they were upset about it. And a couple people said, hey, look, man, I leave my kids at home because I don't want to be around my kids.
Right.
I want to come to Vegas. I want to have a good time. And I don't want to be around your kids either. So this 21 and up property is just great. It's phenomenal. You get to come in there and you get to just have a good time. And the other thing is it's safe. We know everyone that walks on that property. So if something happens on that property, somebody wants to steal something from you, take your phone or something like that, I know exactly who it is.
Right, because you have their ID.
We have their ID. We checked them at the door. So it helps. It's more secure. It feels better. You're 21 and up. You're vetted to be in the property.
Yeah, it does sound like it could be a very seamless experience.
Oh, 100%.
What would you say that, and maybe you have to do it specifically property by property, but what would you say that each property is known for? Or would you call it the group as a whole to say, hey, come downtown Las Vegas, come see all three properties? Or do you push one, you can't push one property over the other, but is there what are you known for all of it?
We're known for fun. The properties don't have general managers. They don't have, the executive team is very lean in the company because Derek wants the properties all to run exactly the same. So if you have an experience at Circa, you get to walk in the D and have the exact same customer service experience as you walk in the Golden Gate as well.
Okay.
Everything is run seamlessly. We're all about the guest experience. We're all about taking care of the guest. Guests can go anywhere in the world they want to go and travel.
True.
And they came to spend their money with us and enjoy their time with us. So we want to make that. I want to make it, and we want to make it the best experience as possible. So we want to make it fun. You don't come here for a boring time. If you want to go somewhere else, you can go. California and relax on a beach. You're coming here for action. You're here for entertainment, sports. You're here for fun. We want to make it a great time for you. We entertain you at the bars. We entertain you at the tables.
Right.
Stadium swim, 6 rooftop pools, 147-foot screen diagonal across it while you're soaking in the pools.
An LED board.
Oh, it's great. It's phenomenal. You can watch any sports there, every game, all year long.
Okay. So, and then I noticed you guys have a parking garage across the street too. You had limo service. I noticed the Circa limos running everywhere.
Oh.
So you had the Escalades. Or do you guys pick people up from the airport?
We do. We pick people up from the airport. And what's funny enough, it's the very first garage that's been built downtown. So we built it since rideshare came in. It was the first garage built with rideshare integration.
Okay.
Into the garage. And it was so funny. It was the working name was Garage Mahal. We ended up keeping the name Garage Mahal. So we kept that, and it sits across the top of the building. But it's a 8-story parking garage, but beautiful. You come right in the garage. You don't even have to go outside. you can right inside and right across the bridge into Circa. So,
All right. So tell me from a casino perspective, there's 3 properties. What are a few things that people don't know that you want them to know? Let's pretend that the Vegas podcast was actually somebody and was important in this world, which it's not. I think we have 50 followers. And I know all of them, so don't worry about it.
50,
You're good.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're good.
You might have 51 after today.
Yeah.
So now that I
51.
know what a podcast is.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So, but what would you want the world to know? Let's say something happens, an accident, Ross and Ash hit some virality with it, which they're really good at doing, and everybody sees it, millions of people. What would you want to tell them about coming down to your properties?
We're Fremont. We're downtown. We're the original Vegas, and it's great. There's a canopy that stretches 4 blocks that goes over the whole place, and there's live entertainment every night on Fremont Street. So you step right out the doors of any of our properties. There's live entertainment, bands, music right there. In the November, we're doing we're launching a brand new music festival downtown. 3 other music festivals going on that same weekend. So what we decided to do was to create another thing that was happening during F1. So if you weren't going to F1, you still had a reason to come to Vegas. And the best part about this is it's free. No charge. No fences.
Stop it.
No nothing. Free music festival.
Free music festival, downtown Las Vegas.
During F1.
During F1.
So you come in, all ages, everything. Come down, enjoy yourself. It's called Neon City Festival, and it's a music, art, and food festival.
Music, art, and food festival. That's a big deal.
Yep. So
all right.
We're including our friends over at the Strat, Atomic Golf, the El Cortez, the Plaza, the Arts District, Fremont East. So everyone's kind of getting involved in this, and everyone's kind of making this happen. And it's boots on the ground, but this is a festival that inaugural one. So
well, once Rolling Stones came in and bought Life is Beautiful, so as you know, I was there from the start when that first kicked off with Rayhan and right in the beginning.
Right in the very
So once that sold, it changed, but those ticket prices kept climbing and climbing and climbing to the point where my kids were like, "Dad, I want to go to Life is Beautiful, but it's just too expensive now." And I was like, "Really? How much?" They're like, hundreds of dollars for tickets and days. So the fact that you're throwing a festival downtown and that's a collaboration of all the properties, kudos to you.
Yeah,
that's a way to market Las Vegas. People are going to come here and they're going to spend. They're going to spend.
They're going to spend. They're going to have a good time. And like I said, the Downtown Grand, everyone's involved with it. I mean, our partners, the Golden Nugget, our partners, the Fremont, the Cal, Main Street, Binions, Four Queens, everyone's involved with this. So everyone's putting something forward to it, making it happen. And it's all genres of music. So it's everything from country to EDM to rock to pop to R&B to everything. So whatever you want to hear, there's different entertainment on different stages throughout different days.
Okay. You told me you were in operations. Mm-hmm. Well, you need to tell your marketing department that you need to join their team. End of story.
Oh, our marketing department is phenomenal.
They actually are really good.
We have a lot of marketing at the airport. So,
yeah.
Because we're the first ground-up resort in 40 years downtown.
First ground-up resort in 40
years. The last hotel to ever be built on Fremont was opened as the Sundance, which turned into the Fitzgerald's, which is now the D Las Vegas.
Wow. How many people come downtown on a normal weekend? Do you have any traffic counts that you can share? Like how busy is downtown?
I don't know off the top of my head. I know it's one of the second busiest destinations in the country, though.
Really? Fremont Street specifically?
Fremont specifically.
Wow. All right, that's fantastic.
Times Square.
Times Square? Sweet.
Times Square is the busiest.
Yes, Times Square is 400,000 people a day. I know that number.
It's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. Yeah.
Thank God we don't have that many people.
This corner gets 70.
I like people, not 400,000 people. 400,000 is a little much.
So what we need is 400,000 people to show up down on Fremont Street and knock on the door at the D or Circa in the coming weeks. Thank you.
Come in peace.
Yeah.
Peace. Not.
So I have a question I like to ask. So we learned a little bit about you, about the properties downtown, about some of the things that are coming up. If there was anything that you personally could do, or somebody that you could meet in this town, like a bucket list for you,
in this town,
what would it be?
There's this guy named Michael Printy. I heard he's pretty cool. I'm just really just.
He is. He's the best. I'll introduce you to him as soon as we leave.
Yeah, God, I really don't. I'm not a big celebrity person.
Okay.
I'm not a big like got to meet.
Is there a bucket list of something you want to do? I mean, I know you're into outdoor stuff like I am. I know you sit on the board. Tell us, what is the board you sit on?
Oh, so I sit on Las Vegas Hospitality Association.
Correct.
As well as Las Vegas Territory.
Las Vegas Territory.
So Territory is the state, an arm of the State Tourism Board. So we promote all of Southern Nevada. Beautiful. Go down to Laughlin, hit the river down there. You can go. There's so much to see and do around Southern Nevada. One of my favorite things to do is when we go to a trade show.
Right.
And people are all, oh, Vegas. I want nothing to do with Vegas. I don't gamble. And I'm like, oh, you're my perfect victim. I love it because I get to tell you everything there is to see and do around Southern Nevada. You don't have to even set foot in a casino. There's so much to see and do around Southern Nevada, especially if you like getting outdoors. If you like getting outdoors, oh my God, head out to Lake Mead and go out there, go down to get some jet skis down on in Laughlin.
Yeah,
like I said, but everything is within an hour and 15. With the exception of Laughlin, about an hour and 45 of Las Vegas. So you have enough time to fly in our amazing destination, our world-class airport, stay in our amazing hotels, and get out, go see some stuff, and have enough time to come back, get dressed, have a dinner in one of our incredible restaurants, our amazing restaurants, and see one of our world-class shows.
Yeah.
And have a night out in the town. If you're a nightclub person, great night, hit the nightclub. But there's so much to see and do without ever touching a casino in this town. So
do you have a bucket list outside of Las Vegas? Since you know everybody in Vegas, is there something that you would do outside of Las Vegas that you haven't done yet?
Well, there's this one thing I want to do that I keep talking about. I keep wanting to take a stupid pontoon boat out on Lake Mead. I've been talking about this for about 12 years, and for some reason the summer gets away from me, and I have not done it.
Right.
But you promised me we would do it this year. So are we in?
I will commit to you. We'll get you out on a pontoon boat before the year's over.
Yeah, I said a houseboat, but a houseboat's a little too big for me. So
yeah, it's too comfortable. We got to get you out on.
Well, I just need a little, a little slide off the top, a little grill to make a burger on.
Yeah,
we're good.
We'll get you out there for sure.
But it's been something I've wanted to do for many, many years, and I didn't
expect you to say that. I expected like something like big, but I forget that sometimes the lake is big to people. I grew up on the lake, so it's my backyard. It's my home, right? We got a lot of great GMs out there and stuff, but we'll get you out on the lake for sure.
When I was a kid, there was a movie that came out, and a lot of people saw it. It was kind of a famous movie. It was called Casino.
Yeah.
I don't know if you maybe you saw it. Maybe you did.
4 or 5 times.
4 or 5. And I wanted to be Lefty Rosenthal.
Of course you did.
When I was a kid, so I wanted to be Lefty. And I wanted to run the casino. I wanted to be in the casino business, and here I am, all these years later. And I was very fortunate to. I was in the right place at the right time. I got a phone call from somebody and brought me in, and I kind of came in and moved up the ladder in the company.
Manifest destiny.
Yep.
So where did you start? What was the skill set that got you through the door?
I was in the concierge world. So I had been in the concierge business for many, many years. Still am in the concierge business. Love it because we make dreams come true.
Yeah, and you run on the concierge desk of the property, so you actually can help people with the strip, with downtown, with outdoors.
Absolutely.
You help them with all that.
Everywhere. So I was brought in. They when we were building Circa, or they were building Circa. This was before pre-Printy.
Right.
Pre-Printy. Derek said, "Hey, we want to open a concierge program with in the new hotel." And a gentleman by the name of Jeff Victor, which was one of the vice presidents, he used to be the president of Fremont Street.
I built the first zip line with him.
Yep.
With Ian and Rex.
Yep, he built the zip line.
Yeah, we did it on scaffolding. Remember that? It was made out of scaffolding. But Jeff Victor had a background in amusement parks. Yeah, theme parks. So he went big.
Yeah,
Keep going.
He went big. But I had known him through I was president of the Concierge Association for many, many years and had met him. And so when Derek brought this up in a meeting one day, Jeff goes, "I got the guy. I got him. I'll take this on." And believe it or not, he messaged me on Facebook Messenger. And so I was able to build this whole program.
Wow.
And then hired some people on. We built the program up and then opened the program over at Circa as well. So
all from watching a movie as a young man.
All from watching a movie, and then happened. I got a call one day. I thought I was getting in trouble And I said, hey, meet me here in this room. And then we all they promoted a group of us. We beefed up the director team and became director of operations. So
wow.
So still oversee the concierge, still take care of that.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my heart and soul, because we get to make people's dreams come true. I mean, we get to fulfill. They like I said.
What's it like staying down there? What's average? What's the cost of a hotel room down at Circa these days? $190, $150.
Midweek, you're looking around 100, 120, 130.
Yeah.
Weekends, it depends what's going on. We got football season coming up, so.
You got some slow times, and you want to give away a couple room nights to our listeners sometime? We make a deal there?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Yeah, sweet. All right, we'll talk about that.
Weekends get a little bit higher up, but yeah, we can work on that. Absolutely.
Get somebody down there, somebody who's never been there.
Yeah, if you love sports, it's the best place to watch sports. It's the world's largest sports book.
Oh.
78 million pixel screen.
Three
stories. World's largest sports book.
Wow.
3-story screen.
We're going to have to check that out, Ross. Ash. Yeah. Vegas feeds. We'll send Vegas feeds down for sure. Yeah, just so you know, the behind the ones and twos over here, the masters of the madness, is Vegas feeds. That's Ross and Ash. They are the best storytellers I've ever met, which is why they're in this building, because I won't let them go. They're actually, $20 is $20, buddy. But they're actually chained up.
I thought that was Cage on the bars. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right? So one of the other questions that I love asking, so this is new, right? We're just creating the Vegas podcast and we're getting rolling, but I love doing this because it's a blast getting to hang out with you and everybody. What are 3 things that you would tell your younger self, like from the mentor capacity? So show me your phone. Where's your phone?
Oh, right here.
Hold the back of that up to the camera. I can't believe you actually have that on there. At some point in the last year, I gave that to you. You put it on there, and it's still on there. And when I say I am...
No. I was drunk on a bar stool one night. True story. Drunk on a bar stool. And my phone sat there, and somebody came and put the sticker on it. But I never took it off.
It sounded better when I said that I gave it to you, and you put it on yourself.
All right, he gave it to me. I put it on myself.
Yeah, exactly. And Michael put mine on. All right, so from a mentor perspective, right? I do the mentoring stuff. What would you tell your younger self about life today? Like, if you could go back and tell someone, and the school says CCSD, I do the work with the CCSD. If you go back and you were on like mentor moments in the morning at schools, as an executive in the casino business in Las Vegas, what would you tell these 6th or 12th graders about where they're at, where they're going, or what's about to happen?
I guess one thing is that you don't know anything. You don't know. You don't know. You might want to cut that out. But
no, it's actually true. You don't know what you don't know, and you don't know a lot.
You don't know a lot. You're constantly learning. I didn't realize until now that I'm in my 20s. Just kidding on that one too. Not that I had to say just kidding. But no, you don't know. You don't know anything. And
right.
And learn. Listen, and learn. Work hard. I got to where I am today is because I beat the pavement every single night.
Right.
When I first got in the hospitality business, I was out every night at restaurants, shaking hands, meeting people, handing out business cards, going to shows, handing out business cards, meeting people, building my Rolodex, building when I had somebody that needed something, I could call on them like that.
Right.
And so just nobody's going to give it to you on a silver platter. Just get out and bust your butt and meet people and talk to people, shaking hands, network. This town is so small. There might be, what are we at now? 1.2 million?
No, we're approaching 3 million.
3 million people, but there's about 200,000 that run this town.
Yeah,
and that's it. And
right.
that's a lot.
Right.
So get out and beat the pavement, shake hands, be respectful to everybody. And something that people don't realize, this is still a really small town. Like you said, we might be approaching 3 million, but this town is really small.
Yeah.
You never burn a bridge. Never burn a bridge in this town.
Never burn a bridge. Be respectful.
Be respectful.
And work your tail off.
Work your tail off.
I like those 3.
Yeah.
I think there's a good ones. Would you be willing to come into the schools and speak in front of the classes?
I would love to. That'd be phenomenal.
Okay.
I would love to do that because people don't tell it like it is. They see, growing up, everyone wanted to be a doctor. They wanted to be a policeman
Right.
or a fireman, and those are all great professions. I mean, phenomenal professions. Nobody as in elementary school said, I think I want to be a casino executive one day.
Right.
So,
should we pass the movie Casino out in grade school? What do you think?
maybe we should, but maybe we shouldn't. But
hospitality is an amazing industry.
Oh, it's incredible. It's the heartbeat of this town.
Yeah, and it is, quite frankly, like our GDP. If you compare the numbers of GDP, like the hospitality as a whole in America, it's substantial.
Hospitality, you get to deal with people at their best.
Yeah.
You get to deal with people when they're happy. You get to deal with people when they're on vacation, and you get to make their vacation
Even better.
even better.
3 things that you think people should know about the D that maybe they don't know.
Oh, 3 things they should know about the D. All right.
Yeah.
1, we have the only operating Sigma Derby. And if you don't know what Sigma Derby is, it's the old horse racing game from the 80s where you put the quarters in
Stop it.
and the little plastic horses run around the track.
Stop it.
And it is the most fun and the most entertaining you will ever find. It's up at Bar Cannon on our 2nd floor. But it is so much fun. This game is packed all the time. People got their bucket of quarters and they're dropping them in, and then the horses start running around. Everyone's cheering and yelling and screaming. Everyone's having a good time.
Okay, so what's it called again?
A Sigma Derby.
Sigma Derby.
It's the only one left. The only one left. Number 2 is Andiamo Steakhouse. You would never know this place is there.
Okay.
You go up the escalator.
Okay.
You look to the right. You see some bathrooms. You look a little bit further to the right, and there's this brick-lined walkway into this restaurant. Only seats about 86 people.
Okay.
That's it, the whole place.
86 people.
But it is phenomenal. It's Joe Vaccari's Andiamo Steakhouse. 3, Long Bar. It's a heartbeat. It just jives. You can sit there, watch sports. The tables are behind you. There's slots behind you, but it's 100 feet long.
So how many people can you put in 100 feet?
A lot.
Well, every person was 1 foot. It'd be 100 people. But we could get less than 1 foot. No, maybe about 1 foot. Okay, so we could put at least 100 friends down the bar. Okay, we'll see if we can do that.
100 plus.
100 plus.
'Cause they got a little hook on the end, too.
Okay,
So.
maybe we
And
can
then
figure
you
that
got Ivan there. Then Ivan will do a great little show. He's one of our great mixologist, flair bartenders there.
Okay.
Oh, they're flair bartenders at Long Bar. They're always flipping bottles, doing stuff, and standing on the bar, pouring shots. They make it a show. They make it entertaining. So,
Okay.
oh, yeah. It's great.
All right, so that's the D.
The D.
Those are 3 great things. You actually gave us 4.
The D Las
So I'm going to have
Vegas
to cut
right
one
there.
of those out because no, just kidding. 4 is awesome. Okay, so now give me the 3 things for Circa. What are the 3 things I got to go
Hold on.
to?
Can we go to the gate first?
Oh, yeah,
Oh no
let's
no
go.
no! Let's go to Circa.
We can do whatever you want.
Let's go to Circa.
This is your show.
Because the gate is where everybody ends. That's like the party at 2:00 in the
Okay,
morning.
see?
So Circa.
Okay.
Circa's amazing. So we built basically a playground for us to have a good time in. So we have the world's largest sports book. We have
Okay.
Mega Bar, which is 65 feet longer than Long Bar. 42 TVs.
So you told me it was the
double-stacked
second
around.
longest because you had the first longest.
We have
you
the
were
first
setting me
longest
up.
at Circa.
Got it.
So we have the first and second longest.
Got
And you
it.
have the world's largest sports book. You have Stadium Swim, which is there.
Yep.
And then you have Legacy Club at the rooftop.
What's Legacy Club?
Fire pits, looks over the entire valley, almost in sweeping views of the entire valley.
It has club. Is this a
It says
membership club?
You come out, there's busk. And those are the people that busk of the heads of the people that we've identified as the founders of Las Vegas, the people that built Las Vegas.
Really?
So, I mean, you have everywhere from Benny Binion up there to Steve Wynn to Kurt Kekorian to Bob Stupek to all the people that really built. So then there's a beautiful window overlooking a fire pit that overlooks the entire strip of the city that they built.
Okay, so then we're going up to that club after the steakhouse.
Absolutely.
Over at
It's
D.
a great place. You go down to the steak. Well, then we have Barry's. You have Barry's downtown Prime at Circa as well, which is phenomenal.
Oh,
So, so I mean,
It's a lot of steak.
a lot
in
of
the
steak.
future.
A lot of steak.
Okay.
But then you have 500 2-ounce gold bars that you get to see up at Legacy Club.
Oh, real gold.
Real gold.
Okay.
and it actually has a ticker of the current price of gold. So, which is really cool, and we kind of spoofed that off of Binion's. Binion's back in the day when it was Binion's horseshoe, they had the $1 million in the horseshoe.
Yep.
And you took a picture in front of the $1 million, and
Yep.
when you came back in 6 months or a year, it was still $1 million, which is great. I mean, people get to take a picture in front of $1 million, which is awesome. But this, you can come and take a picture in front of this. It could be 2.2 million. It could be 1.5 million. It could be 2.8 million. So now you get to take your picture in front of this gold.
That's super fun.
That's completely, and gold's traded 24 hours a day. So it constantly changes while you're up.
And you have that display.
And the ticker's up there.
And then I end up across the street.
Uh-huh.
So now let's go to Golden Gate.
Oh, let's go to the Golden Gate.
Now,
Golden Gate, like I said, is the very first hotel casino in Las Vegas. It started out as the Hotel Nevada.
Right.
And then it became the Sal Savage. The Sal Savage, Las Vegas backwards.
Got it.
But it's called the Golden Gate. It's from the Golden Gate. But it is the very first. It was the very first phone was there.
The very first phone was there. So what are the 3 top things at the Golden Gate?
It is a place that at 2 o'clock in the morning just comes to life. And
Really?
it is it's almost the after hours casino. I mean, it comes to life. Let me tell you, it's a great. But you get to see vintage slot machines. You get to go in there. There's so many artifacts throughout the place, old hotel ledgers and just stuff to see. But it's really cool.
So an experience you have to have just for history because it is the first casino.
Yeah, the first casino.
Okay,
So.
fair enough. Awesome. All right. Well, listen, for the however many episodes we're in here, this is actually episode 4, I believe. So
4.
lucky
I made
4.
it to 4.
4 is lucky number 4. Well, I wanted you in the top 10.
Would you run out of people?
No.
You run out of people at 3. So
Dude, there's like 1,432 people waiting right now, but I said that you're coming in first.
That's wrong.
Okay.
Top 10. Look at that. Top 10.
I'm a fan of downtown.
I'm a fan. I was a fan of downtown before downtown was cool. So I'm
Yes.
glad to see what has happened down there and what we've done down there. And I wouldn't have dreamed in my wildest fantasy to ever be working in a casino on Fremont Street, and here I am. So it's a dream come true.
And you're doing a great job at it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are a man of the people, and like I said, when you run for mayor, I'll run your campaign.
Deal.
We appreciate you. All right, everybody. So that was an amazing time with Michael Printy, and I actually learned quite a bit. For someone who's been here for 28 years, I learned a lot, which means there is something that I don't know, and the knowing of which could change everything. And it just did for me, because I'm going to be downtown experiencing these things you've told me about. So I want to make sure you guys, if you're enjoying the Vegas podcast and the guests we're having on, need you to like, share, and follow. Is that how we do it? That's what we have to say. We say, can you guys please like, share, and follow? I think it's like the one thing that doesn't cost us any money. You can like, share, follow, tell a friend, help us out. And so that we can keep doing this, because our goal is to continue to bring this information from very talented and informative people directly to you so that you can make some great decisions when visiting Las Vegas. Appreciate you. Thanks.